Hello Warrior Crew and welcome to Hobo Camping. Now today we're just going to make a little hobo stove because I just said to Jess, do you want a bacon sandwich or something, bit of lunch? And she said, yeah, alright. So I went to get my stove and when I come back with it, she said, I don't want it cooked on that. Come on, make a stove. You said you done them when you was a kid. Come on, it'd be a laugh. I want a bacon sandwich cooked on an old bean can. Hobo style. And then she's laughing. So I couldn't say no to that, could I? So I've got my drill and I'm going to make one. So we've got the lovely little Winster Dragonfly tent pitch and I'm just going to make a little stove. Now this stove is going to be as simple as I can make it. All I'm using is a drill. I'm not getting out Dremels and all that and cutting it all to bits. Just going to do a basic little stove and see if it works. And then just try and cook me and Jess a bacon sandwich each on it, hobo style. So if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But I'm not doing nothing fancy. When I was a kid, I went all out, done some really good stoves out of these cans. Or metal bins and paint cans, all sorts we used when we was a kid. And I did make some ones that worked really well, but I'm not poncing around like that today. I'm just going to do a 2-minute drill some holes in an old can and see if it'll cook me and Jess a hobo style bacon sandwich. So I haven't actually got a bean can. I have, but they're in the cupboard full of beans. But in the recycling bin was this potato can. So I've got it out, washed it off, and we shall make do with this. And right, this drill bit is so blunt, it's just like squashing the can down. So I think I need to find a bit of wood just to put in the can to support it a little bit, because that drill is struggling to like make hole in it. It's just squashing the can down. So I need a bit of wood. Bear with me a second. I shall find a bit of wood just to put in the bean can and stop it getting squashed when I try and drill it, because that was just squashing down. And I know I should have got a little drill and done pilot holes first, but I'm not bothering with that. I've just found this big drill bit and I'm going to do it in one hit. 2-minute hobo stove and see if it works. So I've just found myself an old off-cut of wood. So I'll see if I can make this somehow work. I think I need to get the corner off. See if I can snap the corner off of that. Yeah, there you go. Snap that down. Put that in there. It's only a rotten bit of wood. It weren't like I was He-Man snapping a brand new bit of wood. So that should work. Let's get the drill back. Put the bit of wood in there. Right, take 2 on the hobo stove potato can. Let's go. Right, so let's try and pump some holes through this old can. Yeah, and that bit of wood's working. Look, it's gone straight through the old drill bit. So that's all I'm going to do. Keep turning the can and just chuck a load of holes around the top of it. And then I should do the bottom the same. Just drill right round the bottom. So that's all I'm doing. Is turning the can, pumping holes in it. I haven't marked this out or anything like that. I'm just going to bang some holes in it. It's only an old bean can. So I'm just going to chuck some holes in it and see if it'll cook us a bacon sandwich. And I'm only doing this for a bit of a laugh. So if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. And Jessie's laughing, just watching what I'm doing. So it's made her happy anyway. So it's all I'm going to do. Go around, drill holes in the top. Because hopefully that'll let the top breathe. Now I know in the real world, you could do with putting a pot stand on this. But I'm not even going to do that. I have got pot stands that go lovely on the top of this can. And they would really help it out. But you lot at home, if you've sort of got a pot stand, then you've got a stove, innit? So why would you make one of these? So I'm going to do it with just holes round the top and see if it works. If the pan needs raising up a little bit, I might lay like tent pegs across it, because you're going to have some of them at home, aren't you? You're going to have tent pegs. So we'll try it and see how it works, just with a load of holes around the top. See if it'll breathe when I put a big pan on top of it. So it's all I'm doing, just banging holes round the top of it. And this drill bit is a bit blunt, but it was all I found. It was in the drill. I was using it the other day, but I was only drilling wood with it. So it was already in the drill, ready to go. So I couldn't be bothered to go and find all little drill bits and all that. I just thought, right, I'll just do it with that. So I'm hungry. I want a bacon sandwich. I was all ready to go before Jess started with this hobo stove idea. I'd got my little one tigress out and I was all ready to go, do the old bacon sandwich, and then she starts, oh, I don't want it on that, I want it done on a bean can. So I wasn't poncing around, I wasn't going to find all bits, getting all the drill bits out and getting all the stuff together to do a fancy pants hobo stove. I just found this drill bit was in it. The drill's got some charge left in it because I was using it the other day. Hopefully it's got enough charge to do this. And that was it. I wasn't poncing around. So I found this potato can in the recycling bin. I grabbed the camera and went, right, come on, you film it and I'll make it and we'll see if it works. So here we go. That's all we have done. So I'm just going round the bottom, banging some holes through. Don't need the wood round the bottom because it's like the end of the can is supporting it, so it ain't squashing. But at that top bit, I definitely needed that bit of wood. You might not, if your drill bit's really sharp, you might just be able to do it. Be nicer if I had a round log that fitted the bean can perfectly, or the potato can, but I didn't. I only found this bit laying up the top, so it's all I had. So that's it, I'm just going to go round whacking a load of holes in the bottom because it will need quite a few holes in the bottom, else it just will not be able to breathe. And I'm just going to do a little door in it. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'll do a little feed port in it. Just make one up. No marking out, no nothing. I'm just going to drill a few holes in it. And I shall just open it up with a drill and see if I can do a little port at the front of it. Try it anyway. Right, so that's all I'm doing. I'll do a couple of holes near each other. And then just put the drill in there and wiggle it about to get rid of that middle bit of metal. And hopefully I'll be able to open up a little port at the front so I can feed twigs into it without taking the frying pan on and off. Hopefully. That is the plan. So let's see what happens. I'm not going to file this down and all that. I should just bang the edges off with that bit of wood. Right, so that's all I've done. That is finished basically. That is the 2-minute bean can. I'm just going to open it up and do the little port at the front. This is all we did when we was kids. Is to do them like this, and they did work. Alright, we did them a bit better. We used to make little stands for them and all that. And I did find, like years ago, paint cans was better. A bit of a bigger paint can. Because it was like thicker material as well. It lasted longer and did work better because you could get more in it. But she wanted a bean can stove. So a bean can stove is what she's getting. Even though it's a potato can. Right, just pushing that in. See, I've just like run the drill round and like wiggled it about. It's only a can, isn't it? It's not very big. So that drill, if you push it sideways, it's just like cut a bit out between the holes. No poncing around. So I'll just use that, flatten that bit at the bottom. That's it, see? The hobo stove. That's all we're going to do. If you're a hobo, you're not going to have all the technical tools to do it. You wouldn't even have a drill. You'd have to punch the holes in it. But there you go. I'll just bang that bottom bit down. And that's it. The stove is ready. So I'll just take a bit of the paper off it. Just peel the old can a bit. Take the paper off, as when I light it, that'll all catch fire. So that's it. Take the paper off. I'll even chuck that inside. That would be the first bit of its burn. So there you go. The little hobo stove is ready. Hopefully that'll be good enough to make a bacon sandwich. It might not. It might need pot stand. It might need, what we did years ago was drill all holes in the bottom of them and then stand them up on a couple of stones or tent pegs or something like that to get the bottom breathing more. But I'm not poncing around with like that. This is the most basic stove you could make. Just going to flatten them sharp edges off with this bit of wood. Hobo style, look, using a bit of wood like a hammer. Tap the things. Right, here we go. That's done. That's all I'm doing. That is ready to go and see how it goes, isn't it? If it works, it works. If it don't, then it don't. But I reckon that'll work. Look, that's all I've done. Mash that bit of metal into the bottom. Made a little port at the front to get some twigs going in it and drilled holes in it. There you go, that's the most basic stove that you could make. And Jessie's laughing now. She's looking at it, she's going, will that work? Well, I don't know, Jess, but we shall find out. If it don't do us a bacon sandwich, we just have to modify it a bit. Do a Mark II, drill a few more holes in it, put a pot stand on it, do other stuff. I will get it to make us a sandwich, but I reckon it might do it like this. It might take a while, but I reckon it will do us a bacon sandwich. I don't reckon it would cook us a full Christmas turkey dinner with all the trimmings, but it should do an easy bacon sandwich, innit? So Jess has buttered some bread and brought it out, brought the bacon out, we've gathered up some twigs, and here we go. Let's try the little hobo stove, see if it'll do us a simple bacon sandwich. And I've put a little rock down there, just so it doesn't make a mark on my little path. So there you go, we've got a few spectators that have come to watch the action. So we've got the two grumpy gargoyles and old Twiggy, so they will laugh when the stove doesn't work and it goes terribly wrong. So I'll just try my frying pan on there, and that is a little bit wobbly, but I think we'll be alright. I'll just have to be really careful that I don't knock it over. So let's load it up with some paper and some twigs and fire up the lovely little hobo stove. And if it works really well, I might do what the other people do with our channels. Open up a little shop on the YouTube and start selling them like the people do with our other channels. So this stove could be the first item for sale in the Warrior Camping shop. I think they will be £1,499 each if they work well, but that will be with free delivery. But you'll have to wait a bit of time to get one, because I don't eat these potatoes that much, so you'll have to wait till I eat some more potatoes and then I'll make you one if you want one. So 1,500 quid with delivery. If you want one, message me below. But you might have to wait a while because I haven't even got the shop yet. I've only got 19 subscribers, so you might have to wait a while until the Warrior Camping shop is up and running. And what's that, Twiggy? You want one, Twiggy? Oh, that's cheeky, Twiggy. Twiggy just asked if we can have one cheaper because he lives here, so I haven't got to pay the postage. All right, Twiggy, you can have one. £1,495, as you don't need it delivered. And that is a one-time special offer, so take it or leave it, Twiggy. It's up to you, mate. Oh, you'll take it? All right, Twiggy, you can be my first customer. Thanks, Twiggy. Well, that's one sold. So let's get back to loading up the old hobo stove. I'm just putting little tiny twigs in this. Just putting little tiny, they are quite dry, these twigs. Bit of paper in there, I might have overloaded it really. And I reckon it might need a pot stand this, but I'm not going to do that today. I am just going to load it with wood and see what happens. And it should. I'm only trying to cook a bacon sandwich, so let's see if this works. I've got Jess grab me a couple of tent pegs, so if I need it, I could put tent pegs through them holes, the old bubblegum pegs, and like that, and let's see if that would work. That would lift the pot enough. There you go, see, I could, if need be, I could lift it up with a couple of tent pegs. But I'm not going to do that, I'm going to persist. I'm going to do it just as I've done it, with no added extras or no extra features. I'm going to do it just as I have done it and see if I can do a bacon sandwich. And what's that, Twiggy? Does your one come with the 2 tent peg pot stand? No, Twiggy, it doesn't. That's an optional extra, mate. The 2 tent peg pot stand is £500, and that's per peg. So if you want the complete stand, it's going to cost you an extra £1,000, Twiggy. And that's mates rates, Twiggy. So not everyone's getting it at that price. So I'd hurry up and make your mind up before they all get sold, Twiggy. Oh, so you want one, Twiggy? You're going to have the stove with the optional pot stand extra. All right, Twiggy, I'll put your name down in the Warrior Camping shop order book. Thanks, Twiggy. So let's get the lovely little stove lit up. And it should work, innit? It's got all holes around the bottom, it's got the port at the front, got holes around the top. just think it might suffocate a bit when I put my frying pan on there. But it does look like it's sort of lighting up. I'll get it a little bit better. I forgot to bring out, it's in my rucksack, my nice long lighter. That would have been nice to have done it, but I've got this lighter with me, so let's make do. I've made a little bit out of paper and get it in there and try and get the lovely little hobo stove lit up and get myself a bacon sandwich going. Come on, little stove, you can do it, little stove. Light yourself up, you've got enough holes to breathe. Come on, little stove, get yourself going. It is starting to go inside, I can see it. That is like lighting up inside. Way she's going. The little hobo stove is away. And it is smoking well, but I think that's because these twigs aren't 100% dry. So that is definitely going up. You can see it going. Flames coming out the holes around the side. That is definitely firing into action, the little hobo stove. So hopefully that is going to make me a bacon sandwich. So I'll just give it a minute to get a bit more flames going in there before I whack the frying pan on. Because I think if I put it on right now, it's just going to put it out. It's only just started going. And then you can see it has got a nice little flame starting to go in there. So I'll just give it a minute to light itself up a bit better before I put the old frying pan on it. And then hopefully the little stove will make me a lovely tasty bacon sandwich. So it is lighting itself up alright. Look, if you look in there, they're starting to get going nice. I can see flames and that all happening in there. So I'll give that a little bit longer and then whack the old frying pan on and see what happens, innit? Hopefully it'll work. But it might not. Oh, it is going like a good one. See, that kick right up then. So I'll put a few more twigs in there now. And then I'm going to whack the frying pan on, get some bacon on. Because you're not going to be able to keep this thing going for too long. It will clog itself up. It's not very big. So that is going like a good one now. So I'll just quickly whack a few more twigs in there. And then I shall chuck the old frying pan on. There you go. The frying pan is on. Now let's quickly get some bacon in there because this isn't going to burn for too long. It will clog itself up. So let's strike while the stove is hot and get some bacon going on there. Why it's going, isn't it? Let's quickly get some bacon on there. I only need enough. We're only doing 2 sandwiches, so I'll just put enough bacon on there. Oh, and that bit is quite thick. That's going to take a bit of a time to cook that bit. There you go, putting the bacon on the lovely hobo stove. And that is kicking out some heat. I can feel that as I'm putting it down. The old pan's getting hot. It's all happening. It's all happening with the hobo stove. So that's it. I've loaded the old bacon on. There's enough there for 2 sandwiches. That will cook down. I just have to be very careful that I don't knock it all over because it is a bit wobbly. So remember that, Twiggy. When you get your stove, mate, it's going to be a bit wobbly. So don't get it and think, oh, this is wobbly, and then go leaving me bad reviews on the old Warrior Camping Shop review page. So that is going like a good one. The old stove is working all right. The old Warrior Camping Stove is going like a good one. The Warrior Hobo Stove is in action. Look at it, it's burning like a good one. You can see flames and that going inside. Little flames coming out the front. He's sort of breathing all right. Yeah, it's working like a good one, the little hobo stove. Lovely, look at it. It is a bit smoky though. So remember that, Twiggy, this stove is very smoky, mate. So when your stove turns up, if you're planning to use it indoors in the kitchen, mate, to do your breakfast, I would highly recommend that you open up the window first before you fire up your lovely new stove, mate. So it is definitely working, this old stove. I can see the old bacon sizzling away. It is kicking out a fair bit of heat. It's kicking out a fair bit of smoke, but it is also kicking out a fair bit of heat. So it shouldn't take too long to cook that bacon, really. The old hobo stove is working like a good one. So I'm just loading a few more little twigs in it through the old lovely feed port at the front. So just get a few more twigs in there, because it's not got a lot in it. You got to keep getting twigs in there, as it will burn out. There's not a lot of fuel inside this little can. You've got to keep getting the twigs in there. But it has stayed alight. That is going like a good one. And there's a lot of heat coming out the top of that. So it will do me a bacon sandwich, I think. It really will. It'll do it no problem whatsoever. So it's a good one, the old little bean can. This is one for you to do, innit? If you got a couple of kiddies, get out in the garden with your drill, get a bean can, and you'll have a good laugh for the afternoon, doing yourself a hobo stove and cooking yourself some lovely tasty bacon sandwiches, or maybe some burgers on it. But I wouldn't do nothing too ambitious. But even if you haven't got the kiddies and you are a fully grown adult, you can still get out in the garden and make one of these bean cans, and you will enjoy yourself doing it, because me and Jess have had a right laugh this afternoon making this thing, and now it's going. We've been having a right giggle doing this, so it's only a bit of fun in it, and I recommend it. Get yourself, next time you have something nice out of a can, put that can to one side and go, right, next time the sun is out, we're going to take that out of the garden, and I'm going to cook myself something on it and have a bit of a jolly afternoon. So I'm just going to load a few more twigs into it, get a few more bits of wood inside the lovely little hobo stove, because it's like there's not a lot in there and it's burning through it quite quick. So I'll just get a few more twigs in there, keep it going. And it is going quite well, this thing. You can feel the heat when my hand's getting near it. There's a ton of heat coming out of this old can. And there you can see, look, it's burning away like a good on this can. It is going alright. So you probably could do something a bit more ambitious than a bacon sandwich on it, because it's doing these bacon sandwiches no problem really. Alright, I think soon it's going to get to a point where it's just clogged up. I might have to get the tent peg in there and open all the holes up round the bottom, keep it breathing. But I might not, we'll just see how it goes, innit? At the minute, it is going good. Apart from it, it's a bit smoky. But if you had a pot stand and put on it and lifted up the frying pan a bit, it would be less smoky, I reckon. But I haven't done that, because a lot of you at home, you're not going to have a pot stand, are you? If you've got a pot stand, you've probably got a stove, so then why do you need one of these? So that's why I've just done it bean can only. And everyone's got an old battery drill and a drill bit, haven't they? That's all I've used. But you don't need the drill. You could just punch holes in this with anything. Find something sharp, get a big nail or something, and just punch holes through this. It's only a bean can. It's not like made of solid titanium, is it? It's as light as a titanium stove, though. It is an ultralight stove, because it weighs nothing, this old can. It don't weigh a lot, so let's turn the bacon over. See, now he's cooking all right. It's doing well, the old stove. Cooking away the lovely old bacon. It smells nice and all. It's just a little bit smoky. So this bacon will be really tasty. It will be smoked bacon. Time this stove has finished cooking it, it will be. So I'm just turning the bacon over. And that bit there, that's a big fat bit, that is. So that'll take a bit of cooking, that bit. But it is cooking nice. It's all going well, this old bacon. Because it's not a normal pack of bacon, this. If I find it in the supermarket, I buy that. They call it like misshapen bacon or whatever, innit? So it's a lot cheaper. It's like all the bits that didn't become rashers. So it's like half the price, and you get a load of bacon in one of them packets. So it is worth looking out for, the old bacon that's like the misshapen. It just comes in like a packet with a ton of bacon in it, and it is really cheap. So if I see it like that, I always buy it like that, because there is nothing wrong with it, and you get tons of bacon for your money. And it is always very, very tasty when I get the bacon like that. It's good bacon. Are you liking it, Twiggy? Are you happy with your stove, mate? You're not going to cancel your order, are you? No, look at his face. He loves the whole hobo stove. I think he's really looking forward to getting his one. So it is still going well, the old stove. I haven't had to, like, clean all the holes out at the bottom or anything yet. He's going like a good one. As you just see there, when I lifted the pan, there's a ton of flames coming out of this thing. He's going like a good one in there. It's hot as anything, this stove. It's just a little bit smoky. So I might even do another one, innit? Or do this one a little bit better, because I think if it had a couple of holes in the bottom and I lifted it up a bit, it's what we did more when we was kids. Just drill a few holes in the very bottom of the can and then lift it up a bit on a couple of tent pegs and stand it on them. So I might like do a Mark II of this, upgrade it a little bit. And as it will have a few more holes in it, it'll have less metal on it. So it will be like the Mark II ultralight version. But don't tell Twiggy, because he's ordered the Mark I. He'll be cancelling his order and wanting the Mark II. So yeah, I think I will do that. I'll drill a few more holes in this, few holes in the bottom, make the Mark II, and then maybe do a sausage sandwich or something like that on it. Do me and Jess another lunch on a lovely little hobo stove, because we have had a laugh this afternoon doing this, so we'll do it again. We'll upgrade this old can a bit and go again. And if you see there, if I'm lifting the pot a little bit, that is going like a good un. It really is. All the smoke stopped and everything. So maybe do a few more holes round the top and see how it goes, innit? Couple of holes in the bottom, few holes round the top. Or maybe just do the top first, because it has worked alright. Might just put a few more holes round the top, and that will be the Mark II version, and I'll cook something else on it. So it's looking lovely. Look, the bacon's really not far off done. That's alright, that bacon. The old stove has done well cooking that. See, Jess, the old hobo stove has worked like a good un. Because she didn't think it was going to work. When I come out with that potato can and a drill, she was looking at me like I was a madman. Because I was like telling her that we used to make stoves like that when we was a kid. And then like she wanted to make one. I don't think she realised that it was just drilling holes in a bean can. I think she thought I was going to make something really, really technical. I think she thought I was going to make something like one Tigris stove out of an old bean can. Make like a flat pack folding stove with like a pot stand and everything. When she saw what I made, she really didn't think it was going to work. And the other one I might show you another day that you can do with this. When they're like this, we used to do it when we was kids. You used to like put a couple of holes in it halfway up, put 2 tent pegs through, and then you can put your trangie in there and use this like little trangia cooker, and that works good and all. I'll do that another day, get a trangia in a bean can. So I know loads of little tricks you can do with these bean cans and paint cans and all sorts of other things I used to make stoves and that out of when I was a kid. So I'm not sure if people would be interested in that or not. But if you are interested, let me know, and then I can make loads of different stuff out of different things, different stoves and all that. But I don't want to bore you all to tears, like just watching me making like old lashed up stoves out of this, that and the other, like I did when I was a kid. And get all the old Warrior crew unsubscribing because they don't want to watch none of it. I don't want that. There's only 19 members in the Warrior crew. I don't want to lose none of you. I don't want to just bore you all doing a load of that. But if you are interested, Warrior Crow, let me know. If you want to see videos like that and you want to see the sort of stuff I used to make when I was a kid, because I will enjoy doing that. If you want to see it, I know loads of stuff. Because me and my mates used to make camps up the woods and all that. And we'd make all these stoves and try them out. Yeah, we got right into it. We'd make all sorts of things. I have so many different things. I'd always look at something when I was a kid and think, right, I could make a stove out of that. You'd find something in a skip and go, oh, that'll make a lovely stove. So, if you're interested, Warrior Crow, send me a message and then I will make more videos like the old hobo stove, but I shall get a bit more creative because I do know lots of different things to make them out of. So there you go, the little hobo stove has done a lovely job cooking me bacon sandwiches. Got a bit of the old red sauce. Do you want red sauce in yours, Jess? Yeah, she wants red sauce, so let's bung red sauce in both of them. And these will be really tasty, these old bacon sandwiches. because they have been well smoked, so they will have a lovely smoky flavour, courtesy of the Warrior Mark 1 Hobo stove. So look at them, lovely couple of bacon sandwiches. Nice lunch cooked on an old 3 bean can that was about to go out on the recycling. So the old stove has done a lovely job cooking them. Alright, needs improving a little bit. If you make one, do a few more holes around the top so it doesn't smoke so much. Or maybe do a few holes in the bottom and lift it on a couple of tent pegs, because it does sort of need improving. Although it worked, it was very smoky. And I know you can make them a lot better out of these bean cans. I just done one as basic can be. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe so you can join me again. See what I'm doing, cooking, finding or bodging up. So I'm off now to sit in my lovely old dragonfly tent and eat my bacon hobo sandwich. So let's go. Cooking like a hobo.